fish. I'll get the... But I gotta plug it in my headset. Sense. What am I even saying anymore? Oh god. I swear to god, I better not have something atrophying in my brain where I can't even talk right. Think straight. Is that a natural recessive thing where people fall apart eventually? Or is that just me? I don't know. Alright, the audio is separate. I don't know. Can I hear myself? I'm gonna double check. Double check. Can I hear myself? Yeah, I can hear myself. The audio is definitely really loud, especially for this. There we go. Alright. Okay, we're good. Let's get her down. Get her down. So we have finished the next part. They're called aquariums or built to range.
Yes, the English are so clever, coming up with the idea of having ocean life displayed in the home.
And it means you always have an emergency midnight feast on hand too.
Oh, I'm not sure that's the idea. You just have it on display like the wallflower it is.
Alright. I heard that there's another room behind that door.
Yes, it's my bedroom that orders on it. As well, you know.
Shall I help you unpack your things?
That's very kind, but no thank you.
Your luggage looks very heavy. Are you sure I can't help you move it?
That's very kind, but really, no thank you. The young lady's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know.
The only secret I have is a 5 yen banknote hidden on the backside of my Dynamite doll. Really? 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 Oh well. Okay, so. Oops, do I want to submit anything? Nah, I don't want to submit anything. I want to head straight downstairs. Straight to the suite. Straight to the suite. 22nd of February, Sholm Suite. So, basically this case is after the, was it the third or second case? Or the fourth case. Probably, it takes place after the fourth case in the first game. Because, there was another case that happened directly after the first case with, Netsoseki, but we never really got to see it and nothing was ever mentioned. And the only time we ever got any sort of insight into anything related to Shamspear was like a conversation between two people. We didn't even know who Shamspear was.
Oh, Bruno, Susie, hooray, you're back! Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits, I see. I am, and you look as immaculately present as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. Well, you wouldn't have come in at a better time. I just made a pot of tea. I'll get some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. I just talked to Michael live and blew up his phone. And you're telling me this because... why? Lamau. What is that foul smell? Ha! Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been? We've been in court. Oh. For Mr. Mustache's case. That was today, wasn't it? Why, Kid Supplier, why? I'm telling people because it's hilarious. I committed property destruction on someone else's phone. Let me know what you say. And he's a famous YouTuber. Why? Why did you destroy somebody else's phone, Kid Supplier?
Sure, I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Shultz.
And Michael Jackson impersonator. Wait, what? Sure you did? Well, we can laugh about it now. I didn't destroy his phone. Wait, what? Blew up his phone. He blew up somebody's phone. So tell me, how did the trial go? Reasonably well so far. We managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least. I just spam called it. Why? Why did you spam call someone else's phone? lot with different phone numbers. On a call spoofer. But why? And then tell me about it. Really? I would have liked to see. Because his show just ended. Right, so you're gonna have to give him a hard time. And I wanted to piss him off. Why did you want to piss him off? Out of all the other people in the world that deserve probably worse than whoever you're getting after, why piss him off? And I must pass the time of the day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been so long, too long. Was Lord Garnetzx an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes? Naturally. He closed his radio line, so I blew it up now. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruto. Not quite what I asked, but still. He didn't do anything. Didn't do anything what, to you?
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's a feint, but I felt like trolling him. Because you're super bored and you got nothing better to do. What is that? It's faint, but absolutely awful. Ah, indeed. That's a sense of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in silence! Or a fart joke, nonetheless. Oh dear. Alright, I'll bite. What's he up to now? Oh god. And of course I have to ask him. Lord Garnetzx, foul smell. Yeah. Really? You're gonna delete every single message you have in the middle of a live stream? I live stream the entire thing. Whatever showed up, shows up. So even if someone else does look up this stream, they're gonna look at the video with the stream chat. Lord Baron Von Zeeks. Baron Van Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Valley. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is not guilty by the courts, sooner or later the hapless soul will vanish from the capital. But vanish how, exactly? By falling on a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames. Or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow. It all seems a little far-fetched, really. Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit for the time being, at least. That's not overly reassuring.
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those are acquitted by Lord Garnetzx's own hand.
As it happens, Mr. Sato, that is quite impossible.
Why? Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion.
However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi. Really? And so his reign continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruto. Yes, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived when I thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. It really did end bitterly indeed. And here you are, facing the Reaper yet again. Reaper again.
Poor Budo. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky. Or incredibly unlikable.
What? I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing. And I wonder if it has anything to do with the last case of the first game, where at the end of that game, you came to a message, a secret government document of sorts, that contained 4 names. It had, what the hell? Of all Japanese people. Yeah, because for some odd reason, Van Zeeks hates Japanese people. Why? Alright, What is that foul smell? So, what is that indescribably foul smell? Oh, well, most probably this, I would say. What is that? My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not tea is a genuine drop of... Not a tea, is genuine drop of some tea. Wait, what?
Oh my.
Wait, what? There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab leather. Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior. So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris?
At the ready, Hurley.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea. You see what happens? It turns black. It's turned completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed, the blacker the tea becomes, the more foul the odor. The better the tea is. Oh god. It would appear that this cup was particularly fine Darjeeling. That's very ingenious, but what do you do with the black liquid now? Why dispose of it? Naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? Oh god.
There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes.
That's why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madame. Right! The point is, we are entering a new era of science, in the world of criminal investigation also. Oh god, I got so much sneeze. Almost. Ugh, dang it. You could have just taken a simple drop. But then again, I have an idea. Wait! That actually might come in handy. I'm just thinking about the tea tester thing. Where if you test whether or not it is in fact tea, that could come in handy. I regularly engage in a scientific experimentation alongside my unscuffling consulting detective work. Hillock Sholmes' method will be the foundation on which modern investigative technique is used. I thought it was all logic. I thought you were known for your logic. Well. This novelty is indicative of a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. Forensic science. Also, why does Van Zieks hate Japanese people? With Miss Satsumi, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Mr. Sato and myself, I fell even more healing in courts today. For some reason, Lord Van Zieks seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese. Why? Indeed. It is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
Why he hates Japanese? It was about 10 years ago that Baron Von Zieks chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. So, Van Zieks had an associate who was also Japanese. Is that what it is?
No.
What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
Oh, but...
The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Mustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe. So, we'll get to know more about Lord Van Zeeks and his personal history. Forensic science. So your key test is an example of forensic science. Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is high of or inferior quality. Not a huge number of cases then. Perhaps some more practical examples required. Fingerprints. Not yet accepted as in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there. I hadn't even heard of that until recently. So the concept of fingerprints exists in that early time. Which is partly why I undertake research in the field. Myself, of course. Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes? There are others in the field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I'm researching is skin prints. Skin prints. Skin prints are no nomenclature of my own design. As a chemical agent, that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation.
Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes.
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black. I assure you, my dear fellow,
You will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed.
I think we're gonna need the tea bit. Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
That's the spirit, Bruno. See you later.
Yes, until later. Or as they say in Japan, ja matane. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you come with us. You were? Yes, of course. You say you said so just a moment ago. You said we witnessed your forensic talents in action. Ah, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later, in all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We will eagerly await your arrival.
I don't know how that, all those maybes somehow translate into a yes. I don't see how all those maybes, you know what, never mind. I already said it the first time, moving on.
Bye-bye, Bruno. Bye, Susie.
Okay. I'll see you guys later. Guess you guys are gonna wait here. So you two are gonna wait here. You're gonna type there. Could have just head straight to the crime scene. Actually, just head straight to the crime scene. Now, well, Mr. Shamspeare's room. Mr. Esme's lodgings? Oh, hello again, Inspector Grace.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has the right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score. I took it.
Oh, yes, on the... One other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. You can find it? With the tea in it?
Yeah, we found it all right, and there was a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it.
It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news. Thank you.
But some part of him is not impressed with what?
Very impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry.
Nothing. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, even if I were to not disturb anything, you kind of need to tell that to Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there?
Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene?
What? What are you doing now, Sholmes?
What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you able to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised?
With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madame. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Don? What's all this? You have a weird thing under that mask. All of this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. Sherlock Holmes, sensational skin seeker gun. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim. A sample from Mr. Shamsphere's cup. Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, or find indicative solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed at the end of these goggles. Here, try them. There now, spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed. Spray? How? How do you do that exactly? You'll press X in the area interested is all that's required. Like this! Ah, what is this stuff? It's like fog. The suspension of the chemical indicators in a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention discovered incidentally while I was discovering this idea. As you do. Go ahead, try it, my dear. You may learn something interesting about the victim's movement on the night in question. Oh, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Okay. Nada. Okay, were his prints here? Okay, so his prints were definitely here. What the? Look, there are dozens of handprints there. Why? Is there something behind that picture? Or is that handprint suggesting something else? Ah, very many indeed. So much as that, it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. First,
Sends a chill down my spine.
perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired this picture. Unlikely, I would say.
It's a rather dull scene after all. I'm rather wishing to state the obvious. You wouldn't generally admire a picture from such a close quarters, I feel.
Oh, very true, Mr. Sato. It's a bit of a mystery, then. Huh. Okay, gotta do something else. Oh, look at all this here. Oh, yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints. Why are there so many of them on the floor of this one spot? Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here. Nothing obvious that he would have tripped over there, is there? I wonder. Personally, I often stumble, there's nothing obvious to trip over.
I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes.
Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor. Yes, there's no obvious explanation. Why? Why are... Unless... There's a loose floorboard. We sprayed Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over the room, didn't we?
We did, but there are two places in particular that are of interest, I would say.
The picture and the floor. That looks like a loose floorboard. The handprints on the over there, and the wall by the picture, you mean?
Yes, I think all the floor warrants close investigation. I won't be a moment.
it, Mr. Sato. It's a loose floorboard, isn't it? But what's under the loose floorboard?
Look at there, Mr. Naruto. One of the floorboards just popped up.
One of the... You mean... It's a secret hiding place?
Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So, what do we have in here?
Alright! What are you doing? Not doing? Inspector Grayson? Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate there.
No need, Inspector. You can continue to dig your portion of the chips while we dig around the floor here.
Your fancy talk to put me off my food anyway, Shams. A bit of new evidence is exactly what I need.
Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor? What a find. Not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I think I could lift a straw tatami mat.
Because they still had tatami mats over there.
No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering, about the wall over there too. Are you curious? Oh! I'll investigate it once. There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall.
How disappointing.
Then, how do you explain the handprints?
I really can't think of why anyone would have been touching the wall over there in one place like that.
There you are, a print for you.
Photograph of handprints on the wall discovered using skin prints in your gun. There are multiple prints on either side of the picture. Oh, thank you very much. His invention can make prints too. Now then, I wonder if Inspector Grayson has found anything under the floorboards there. So,
I don't know, why would there be handprints there? There's nothing behind the picture, but there are handprints. Why?
because Shamspear wanted to not look at the picture, but perhaps the lamp itself? I'm desperate to know. So am I. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Inspector Gregson. Really? It's been too long.
What is it, Sholmes?
I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there. Seeing as you're such good friends.
We're not good friends.
No, I suppose not.
He's gonna stand on that floorboard waiting for something.
I just smell failure.
Yes, I heard it.
I'd kill it all was under that floorboard. Are you gonna show us?
Alright then, fair's fair.
What?
You did discover the hiding place after all? I suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really? Inspector? Thank you. Do quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind as fickle as a wind.
Or stop making me out to be some kind of nut. Sunshine. There's 3 items on the floorboard. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? Newspaper clippings? Start off with the first one. Looks like this was cut out of a paper about 3 months ago. About a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester. How terrible. Made the headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first.
Oh my goodness. He committed a capital offense?
Man by the name of Selden asked a piece of work onto burglars and murder.
Alright, I'm just looking at the string chat.
They say he knocked off was worth. They say the hoard he knocked off was worth about £1,000.
The hoard of treasure, you mean?
Jewelry and the like, but went somewhere and no one knows where, and now he's dead. That paper loved it, of course. 1,000 pounds lost on route to hell, or some such was the headline.
Does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so cleverly ensconced under the floor?
I suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit old. Perhaps I'll go over the paperwork we've got and sell them back at the yard and see if I can turn anything up. Capital offender article. Probably died in Millis in prison whilst this remained undiscovered. Photographic prints. This is a photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me. That's Mr. Gutterdeb, and I don't know who that is. He's gonna be taken on the streets in front of the house here.
And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Gutterdeb, the landlord, of course.
Who's the young man on the right? Mr. Gutterdeb's son, perhaps? Perhaps. You can take that print if you like.
Really? Are you sure?
We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is. Ah, is that true? Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes. My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work. All the more reason I'm not telling you.
I just mailed failure.
Yes, I heard.
Hidden photograph shows the landlord got it with the young man. Ooh. I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shamster himself isn't in it. Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Goodell was rather delayed to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it.
Now the tin box. Oh, and there's a lot there. Oh, this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it? Looks embroidered.
Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If we were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case, I wouldn't be the least surprised.
Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty.
What? Shamspeare, give us a clue, man. We didn't even have a chance to utter a word, Mr. Nadahodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes, there. It's empty. Kinda like how I feel inside. Is there something more in this box then? I wonder.
Do we actually get it? Aw, kitty. Kitty behind the prop. Kitty behind the prop. Kitty behind the prop. Coming up to say hi.
Oh, it looks like a little kitty cat. What was his name?
It's Mr. Natsme, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call him, Wagahai? You know, it's like Mr. Natsme refers to himself in Japanese. I wonder how he got in here. Clever cat. Wait, it was actually Ryunosuke who gave him the name?
Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I brought for you from the cat's meat man.
Kitty. Little kitty. Eating up.
He couldn't be happier now. Look.
I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner, too. Okay, now why would Wagahai be here the whole time? And if there's a space he can get in behind, then I really wonder. That was a cheeky little meow, Wagahai.
Oh, but he's so adorable. just sit and watch him forever.
I think he may not appreciate that after a while. We didn't have an investigation to get back to. Alright, so there is something I definitely need to look at. The new stuff. So I don't know what this photograph is gonna do. It seems like there are prints everywhere. More handprints here. Alright, but the offender article about that person. What about the photograph? Can we look anywhere? Is there a clue? Are those a bunch of paintbrushes? Let's just notice in his pocket. So what? He's an artist? And if that's the case, is he also related to the other person? Olive green. So she's also an artist, so... Is the young man in that photograph connected to her somehow? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe we'll find out later on. And also, I really gotta use the washroom. So, the sun never shines in this room, thanks to that depressing bricked-up window.
Yet, with enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set some soap outside, can you?
It sounds like a very wise life lesson, Mr. Sato.
Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, Mr. Naruto.
Really? Alright. Should I probably get going? Is there anything else I should examine? Ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. For the needy, London winters can be very harsh. And Canadian winters! Especially Canadian winters.
That's true, but if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change.
London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful too, then. Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Susato-san and I are going to make it to spring.
That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove.
Look at how the dark sand of the floor is underneath the meter here.
Yes, from all the water dripping out after the ice coins melted as you established in court this morning.
It's very strange and an obvious stain, isn't it?
So Shakespeare must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose.
It was an ingenious idea, I'll give him that. Huh. Oh, you're just gonna sit there. And I am going to head to Brow Road. The Brow Road. Soap is still up there. I wonder whose bike that is.
Only seems to be a bicycle outside Mr. Garnetzx residence. I have read that bicycles are extremely popular all over Great Britain at the moment, in fact.
That one seems very warped, though, especially the front wheel. Is that to make it more challenging to ride, do you think?
No, I'm afraid that may be a result of a rider's incompetence. For the front wheel to be badly warped, I'm afraid the rider may have been similarly afflicted.
Then there's a good chance Mr. Natsumi has been practicing on this bicycle, I think.
Oh dear, I fear you may be right.
Right, but how do you know it actually belongs to him? That's the question. Alright, no. Can't look at anything else. Can't look at anything else. Alright, fine, moving on. Mr. Garnetzx's room. So what if I show him the picture?
Mr. Garnetzx appears to be out.
Oh well, I suppose we'll just have to come back again later. Okay, so if he does come back, I probably have to show him the picture so he'll identify whoever that person is. Prison! Now I get to speak to Natsume Soseki again. 22nd of February, local prison, cell 9. Is he in here? No, he's not in here. Nobody is in here. Okay. Prison, Shakespeare's room. Hospital bed. What if I show the picture to her? Because she's also an artist. 22nd of February, St. Bartholomew's Hospital. Recovery ward. What do you suppose is happening? sounds like some sort of a disturbance. Yes, I hear angry voices. Shakespeare and Olive. Be not angry, O humble lady. Verily thou art mistaken. Okay, what was the voice word? Mistaken, my foot. You're looking at my painting. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Wait, which Shakespeare is that from? 'Twas foul indeed, the poison that mustache villain gave me. Forgive me, lady. I wish I could hide from that poison. God have mercy, humble lady. But thou seest, I have vigor still. Behold my Shakespeare dance. I jump for joy. This looks rather ominous, doesn't it? Are you trying to convince... Ah! No! 'Tis the lawyer from the land whence riseth the sun. How now? What are you doing here, Mr. Shakespeare? Mary, I do believe I returned into another world. He was looking! Rose, what are you doing? Look at my turbo work! Eastern fellow, so dark you're clad. Faith, thy work in ports this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee. Oh, well, thank you. But that doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it? Okay, then... Can he just unbend his scepter like that? What the hell? Anon! Excellent! So in other words, he leaves. Like a weird stage direction from Shakespeare. Mr. Shakespeare might technically be the victim in this case. But there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sure. Ah, the screen. Is everything alright? Oh, yes. I mean, don't worry. She's got a key around her neck. They're about to discharge me, so I must be ready to leave now. Oh, I see.
We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green.
Oh dear, no too kind. I don't deserve it. Deserve what? Deserve what? Alright, is there any way I can try to talk to her and somehow convince her? Or not convince her, show her the picture. Are you feeling more of yourself today, Miss Green? I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me. Well, yes. It really was an ordeal, wasn't it? I don't know. I may have forgotten her name. Or not her name. The way she sounded. So I'll just make her sound tired. As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along the snow one evening. Money while I was... And I'm gonna use a washroom for a second, so... Bam. Okay, I'm ready to continue for another hour. I'm glad to at least get back into this. And my head says stuck. Okay, it's not stuck anymore. Alright, here we go. Probably should save it. Oh my god. I'm finished more than halfway. We're almost finished this episode. And I think we have like 3 more left after this, and that'll be it for the entire game. There.
And then, completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by the knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, the whole business had been cleaned up already.
What a terrible week it's been for you.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky. Really, I'll look back on this fondly.
Really?
Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry to take your time when you're obviously busy. Okay. I've seen the artist mannequin, so... Is there anything else I can look at? That picture, the easel, the fallen picture, this, no. The little mousey on the floor. No, I guess we can't submit anything. Never mind. No, we're here. We were here. Okay, what about Garnetzx's room? Can we actually see him now? No. Can we go back to the prison cell? No. Dang it. Sholm Suite? Didn't exactly talk to them. What is this? This enormous machine takes up the entire desk, doesn't it? It's really very imposing.
Ah, oh, it's great. Analytical scope, yes. We can analyze anything at all, you know.
I've never seen anyone actually use it. Actually, I've seen.
It's its invention, so I don't know how to operate it.
Why don't you get it to analyze its own operation then?
Oh, Bruno, you're razor sharp today, aren't you?
Really? Really? There's his violin. There's Mr. Sholm's famous violin. The one he found in being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What's it called again? A shoddy something?
Yes, this wonderful instrument features the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. The world famous Stradivarius.
What?
Stradivarius. Varius, Mr. Naruto.
Strategy of war.
Are you even trying now?
Well, I'll come back to this another time, I think. Alright, did I already examine up here? I probably did, but what the hell? There's all sorts on these shelves, chemical apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. Also, it's after 9 and I'm gonna have my melatonin. Probably should have stocked up more. I should be able to get through. I was gonna topple anymore.
It looks like you know my papa.
It doesn't. The epitome of Mr. Sholm's brilliance. I don't get it. As it happens, I'm quite well practiced when it comes to stacking shells myself. Just The other day, the shelf in my office finally gave way under the strain, though.
It looks as though it might topple. And it does. Yes, the epitome of your disarray.
I really don't get it. Just small jokes here and there that may or may not make sense. Like subtle everyday humor.
I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in this country, in fact. Although, I do yearn for a Japanese kotetsu. Putting your legs under a warm blanket and table is so comforting.
Do be careful, Mr. Naruto. Don't mistakenly put your feet into the fire, will you? You'd suffer terrible burns, you know.
I worry sometimes about how Susato sees me. Because you like fire. But unfortunately, fire is hot. Look at all these mementos of Susho's past cases. You know, Mr. Sato, I still spark every time she lays eyes on them.
But yours don't, do they, Runo?
Well, I have read the Adventures of Real-Life Shown now, by order of Mr. Sato. But the trouble is, having seen the real thing in action, somehow the stories don't quite ring true for me.
Well, he does solve the cases, in the end.
I suppose so. Perhaps there's more to the great detective than meets the eye. Are we trying to say he's a transformer? No, that's plain stupid. That's just plain stupid right then and there. Also, this chest. Curious how this enormous chest is still being used as a coffee table. And even more curious to think that Iris' father's notes about Mr. Shone's case are inside of it.
You must have looked in there, Runo. Those notes are a secret between Daddy and me.
And Mr. Shones isn't somehow in on the secret?
Clearly tends to forget, you see, as soon as he solved the case, in fact. Once, when he read one of my manuscripts, we had a terrible argument about it. Never have I solved such a case, he said. He was absolutely adamant.
Sometimes I wonder if he's from another planet. Don't you? Alright, now we can get the typewriter going. If I remember correctly, this large and imposing lump of iron is called a typewriter.
To think that every single one of the adventures of real-life films blossomed from this very machine. Ah, it's such a dreamy thought.
Actually had a go on it the other day. And then while I was in the movie, hit the keys, all got tangled up somehow and made Iris angry.
Listen, Naruto. You're ruining my dreamy thoughts. Please don't do that again.
Now I made Susato-san angry as well.
Stop making everyone angry.
Alright, I feel like things are moved around. Shall I examine this? Tea set, medicine. Yes, this is where you note down ideas, isn't it? Oh, what's on the blackboard today? Is that really a blackboard? Looks more like a green board. Buck up, Bruno. What is this?
Oh, just playing around with ideas for the title of next month's installment. Another idea had the barrel coronet. I'm really torn about which one to use. What do you think, Bruno?
Anything but Buck up, Bruno, obviously.
I suppose you're all right. I tell you what, I'll surprise you with that. You'll have to wait until next month to see.
So many sleepless nights. That is the life of a college student. Or a university student. Staying up all night, finishing a paper. Just to think, oh god, I gotta finish the paper! Tea set. Do I want to worry about the tea set? I don't want to worry about the tea set. Oh god, where do I have to go now? Do I have to go here? Is there anywhere else I have to go? Are you gonna say anything? Are you going to look at this? Santa-san, what do you make of this?
Oh dear, what indeed? Let me see.
Nothing! What do we have for him, Johnny? Nothing! Never mind. If you don't know, really, it's fine to say so. I won't hold it against you. Oh, gosh. Got to examine everything. Did I talk with you about everything? Probably did. Today's trial was next because of his wishes. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? The victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he's actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Be careful with your phrasing, Susato. You didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shakespeare than we just know, I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shakespeare certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to hospital world where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that? Is it Bartholomew's?
Let me see. Ah, yes, he's at St. Bob.
I knew it!
Or Bart says London's call it.
You know the place, don't we?
Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Ah, yes, after Soseki-san stabbed her in the back.
Do be careful with your phrasing, Mr. Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. Hey, Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later. Kazuma's... Or no, what's next?
We know Soseki-san took the tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shakespeare's body?
I'm sure we'll find the clue in the next scene. There must be something in Mr. Shakespeare's room that will help solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. But I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation in the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Graveston, we can ask him about that. Kazuma's wishes!
Kazuma Sogi, the best friend I've ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon that horrible incident just before we left Japan.
I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. My best BFF. My God.
And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with.
As a stowaway?
Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know.
Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths so we can accompany you to Great Britain?
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world. The city at the forefront of everything. I can't hurt for you to see. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
Somehow there's a breeze of wind in here. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
One day what?
Oh, no. Never mind. I forget I said anything.
Figures.
Naruhodo-san.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma.
Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes, that's right. But...
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay somewhere else sometime. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then. That's all. Kazuma's true intentions. What was it all about?
Naruhodo-san.
Alright, I'm just gonna fill my water bottle for a second. I really gotta learn how to make freaking Japanese music at some point.
You mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
The sword. I mean this.
His katana.
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma-sama passed away, of course.
because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little something about the sword. Karuma and Kazuma? That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. A Japanese man's sword is the soul of Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So his name compels his wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling on that subject. There's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. Something you have to do? Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course, I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
What do you mean by something very important that I have to do?
I hope that the answer to the question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I have not found a single clue. I see. Oh. Okay. Is there anywhere else I can go for the time being? Can I talk to what's her name? No. Can't talk to her yet. Okay, did, but can't look at anything else yet. Can I examine that? A lot of bottles in the cabinet, aren't there? Do you think it's safe to keep them in like that?
Hee hee. If you are patient here, I feel sure you take some medicine by mistake when you were half asleep.
That is a worry, but at least the cabinet has lock. Only flimsy looking one.
Oh, I wonder if you managed to unlock that somehow while you were half asleep as well.
There are limits to even what I can do when I'm half asleep, you know, Mr. Sato. Okay. No, nada. Can't talk to her. What if I go back to Shamspear's suite after I talk to him? Alright. No? Should I examine everything? I should examine everything. That's Gregson. Look at these extravagant, bright costumes. Somehow they look out of place in this room with this grim shade going on.
So it looks like the king's attire.
A king? I'm always dreamt of being a king.
Oh, I think you'd be more suited to a feudal lord, a daimyo or such like.
With a conmage top knot, every Japanese wishes he had a conmage.
Oh, you look wonderful with one. If you'd always have the sword.
Can you imagine what would happen if I walked around the street of London with a conmage and a sword? Really? Is that how it's pronounced? Conmage? Chanmage? Whatever it is? I don't know. Alright, did I already examine this? Yes. The picture? Yes. This. The soap on the table?
So it turns out that Mr. Shamspeare wasn't eating the soap at all.
That's right. Mystery of why he had it on the plate while he was holding a fork in his hand is solved.
Yes, to raise his latest ice coin out of that mold. And in the process, he accidentally broke the bar of soap in two.
Certainly that is hard to imagine, let alone deduce. No, I've already talked to you. I've already examined everything in here. What about Mr. Garnetzx? What if I examine things in his room? Probably shouldn't poke around here whilst Mr. Garnetzx is out. Is that gonna apply to everything? That is gonna apply to everything. Now, can I please speak? Okay, now I can finally speak to Soseki. 22nd of February, local person. 7-9.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back.
Mr. Natsume, hello. You have sandal shoes. You have sandal shoes.
I am a cat.
Sorry.
I don't know who Mr. Natsume is. Oh, I'll Sherlock Holmes. I don't know about courts or trials. Oh, Billy. I'm a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Call me Nyango. Nyango-chan.
Mr. Naruto, he's trying to escape from reality. Trying to? He already has, completely. So, what is your name then?
As yet, I have no name.
Mr. Naruto, he hasn't fully thought of his new identity, yet maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality. Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume?
Oh. I'm not a cat.
It's worked. He's back in the real world.
What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's so obvious! My cursed soul's never going to escape this because of me.
Mr. Natsume, no. This morning, proceedings report proof there's hope.
Yes. Look, I'm soon Mr. Naruto Esquire was really, but the reply is omnipresent in court, in my lungs! Yeah, there, everywhere! Doko! Asoko! Soko! Asoko!
What's he looking straight at me for? I think that perhaps there are some things we should discuss.
Oh, yes, we must.
Oh god, so Seki, dear god, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm really wondering. This morning's trial...
My whole life have I never been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. What if I just plucked those out then today? Being in that courtroom was... Oh, it was the most moving experience of my life! Look, I'm soon Mr. Naruto Esquire!
You're too kind. Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just to be deduced and are analyzing as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea! They won't find a drop of poison in it! That's a... Solemn, Sworn, Sukiseki, certainty! I don't know why I used the last one, but somehow it rhymed.
Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night?
Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both rolled it down our throats like it was hot bath from our bellies.
At the time, you're both completely fine. Shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shakespeare then engaged in a Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of today's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. Mr. Shakespeare.
That's rotten Shakespeare. What have I ever done to him?
You don't recall taking issue with him over anything you've done recently?
I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all!
Right.
But what I don't understand is why you didn't let me know sooner.
Like, you know what, Mr. Natsume?
Oh, the soap, of course. What else?
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am. If I had money, I would have chosen living a cousin existence in such an accursed lodging.
Oh yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it was so cheap, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of the capital offender who lived there still haunts the place. And is trying to kill me!
Capital offender.
Might I ask welcome soon, Mr. Naruto Esquire? But the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps.
I hear clanging somewhere. Alright, should I present stuff to him, like the picture? I wonder. Mr. Anatomy, it's nothing much, but...
Huh? I've been too long since I offered a present with a delightfully humbly and quit of our homeland.
What?
No too kind to accept it gladly.
Sorry, but I wasn't trying to give it to you, actually. Okay, defender article, hidden photograph. Okay, the photograph! Nope, skip that. Not gonna freaking listen. Okay, is there anything about this that he knows? Does he know anything about the turn off envelope? Nope. Alright, forget that. Right, street map, second-hand book receipt. Mr. Matinee, how about that receipt?
It occurs to me now. There was all those confounded books that we saw me arrested the first 17.
Oh yes, I suppose that's true.
After I spent my precious pennies on them, that's the thanks I get. Now I don't know when I'll read them. No, not when. If I...
Never mind, tired. We're gonna sleep.
If I may well hate them too much, even open the covers.
I don't know that we can blame the books for everything that's happened, Mr. Natsumi.
Really? Alright, what about the teacups? No, nada. Skip. Skip that. The soap. Would you know anything about the soap?
Mr. Natsumi, what do you know about this?
Oh, there it is! That leathery lowlife that took my neighbor's life and sent me sliding into the depths of despair. Flippant, sickening, psychotic, saboteur.
Really gone off soap, haven't you?
Absolutely. And I made up my mind. Next time someone gives me soap as a present, it's friendship, finish, family, forever.
I don't know we can blame soap for everything that's happened, Mr. Natsumi.
Okay, so soap, no. Crime scene photograph, no. Skip that. Okay. Medical report, gas meter. Offender, criminal sense of death. Okay, there's gotta be something I can examine. If not, then I might as well end the live stream here and I'll come back tomorrow. Alright, I will come back to this tomorrow when I feel better. Actually, I have to sleep tonight. I gotta go to bed. I got school in the morning. Tomorrow's single lecture and then I gotta get ready for reading stuff. Alright, I'll see you all in the live streams tomorrow. Bye-bye!